blessed day to you all. My name is Lino from Sydney, Australia. Welcome to Pathways of Hope. Our reading today is from Matthew 4, verses 18 to 22. As Jesus was walking by the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon, who is called Peter, and his brother Andrew, casting a net into the sea. They were fishermen. He said to them, "Come after me, and I will make you fishers of men." At once they left their nets and followed him. He walked along from there and saw two other brothers, James, the son of Zebedee, and his brother John. They were in a boat with their father Zebedee, mending their nets. He called them, and immediately they left their boat and their father and followed him. It may come as a surprise, but this is one of my favorite passages. No, not because one of the main characters is an apostle by the name of Simon, who later on became Peter, but because there are a couple of simple things about the passage that helped me in the way I looked at my own faith journey. First of all, one of the very first apostles that Jesus chose and decided to call were fishermen. In fact, eventually, 8 out of the 12 apostles were actually fishermen. He knew he had a very important and difficult mission to fulfill. And here he was, choosing fishermen to play key roles in this mission. He didn't opt for the wise, the rich, or those who held great positions of authority. Rather, simple folks who came from one of the most common livelihoods back then. Putting it into modern context, you could almost liken it to someone who was about to go into a big business venture, say a tech startup, and the founder decides to tap not an IT expert or an IT developer or coder, or a savvy finance guru, nor a seasoned business development expert. Instead, he decides to employ tradesmen or construction workers. It might not make sense to people, but purposively, he wanted disciples who were dependable, resilient, courageous, men of character, and those who didn't rely on their own understanding, rather, who would open their hearts and minds to who Jesus truly was. Fast forward centuries on, we would see countless examples of church leaders, saints, priests, pastors who have come from unlikely and varied backgrounds, but all having come to know Jesus, experienced conversion, and learned to trust Him with their very lives. The next time you begin to doubt yourself, asking, does Jesus really want someone like me for His mission, for His church, or for His community? Just remind yourself, the very first ones to stand before big crowds, coming from different races and proclaiming the gospel, didn't possess extraordinary skills apart from casting nets and catching fishes. The other simple but important point that stands out for me in today's gospel is that when Jesus called Simon, he also called his brother Andrew. Likewise, when he called James, his brother John too was called. It gives me great assurance that when Jesus calls us, we will not be alone. He will not only call just another person to be a companion in the mission. He will, in fact, surround us with countless men and women, brothers and sisters in Christ, who will walk with us in our faith. I looked back at the different stages in my own journey and the different seasons of my life. I have been tremendously blessed with men and women who held the net with me, who have encouraged me when I felt like letting go, who have helped mend my wounds from cuts to my hands due to the tugging and pulling of the net, and those who simply sat down with me enjoying our company together in what has been another day for God's fishermen and women. These truly I can call my brothers and sisters. Dear friends, as Jesus calls us to be fishers of men, come and follow him immediately. Take courage, knowing that you will not be alone. May you all have a blessed day.